Okay, good afternoon, everyone. In terms of science, we look at its applications. There you see two different areas emerging. Science deals with a knowledge of the fundamentals, a knowledge of the basics, knowledge of how things work. Whereas engineering is more of an application of how these things can be translated into a real life situation. If you look around you, you will see a lot of applications of a basic fundamental from science which have been used in our day-to-day lives. And these applications are because are all engineering marvels. Now, if you look around you from your day-to-day lives, let's take two very simple engineering applications and see what are the relations between the two and what are the similarities and differences. Now, all of us know about the automobile engine. I'm going to take very common examples. The car engine and a refrigerator. Okay? You have a fridge and a car engine. I'm just going to list out the two here, and can you tell me the similarity or differences that you know about these two instruments? General. What is the function of one? What is the function of the other? Of a car engine and a refrigerator. What is the similarity or what is the difference? Good, very good. So let me write down the engine and contrast it with the fridge here. I hope you all understand this. Fridge for a short for refrigeration. So in the engine you have a piston which is getting the wheels to move. That's a good point. So why does the piston move? Because you have a fuel which is igniting it. If I write this in energy terms, in terms of energy, can I say energy is getting converted to work?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need energy to do work. What about a fridge? What is happening in a fridge?
Fridge. It also needs energy to make the air more condense
Cool.
the air.
To cool it down.
Yeah.
But to cool it down, is it giving energy or it is
Cost of energy.
you have a condenser, right?
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
fridge.
Yeah.
So the condenser is doing some work
Yeah.
to give energy to the system, or to take away energy from the system,
No, I think.
to take away heat. Let us say heat.
Yeah.
Heat is energy, right?
Spread the heat.
So you want to take the heat away
Yeah.
from from whatever you're keeping in the fridge.
But it also needs energy to make the
Condenser work, yeah.
Yeah.
But the condenser is doing work.
yeah.
What you're saying is correct. It needs energy in the form of electricity.
Yeah.
But the condenser is doing work to cool your food
Yeah.
in it. So if you
Yeah.
look only at the fridge, it is the reverse. It is work which is getting converted to energy. Now this system, the heat, the engine and the refrigerator, both of them are based on very similar principles when you come to look at it. You have energy going into work and you have work going into energy. So in a sense, they are reversible to an extent. The name that we use for these systems we call this a heat engine because you have a transfer of heat, and you have a heat pump or a refrigerator. So now what we are going to start off with in today's lecture, we are going to study about heat pumps and heat engines. And we will contrast the two in terms of energy. To start off, you need a basic definition of what is a heat engine. A heat engine is a cyclically operating device. Now listen very carefully. A cyclically operating device used for continuous conversion of energy, of internal energy of matter in the form of heat into work. So a heat engine is a machine that will continuously convert internal energy in the form of heat into work. Okay, so that is what a heat engine is. Whereas a heat pump is a continuous conversion machine that will accept work on which work is done to convert it into heat energy. That's a heat pump. Are you following me, or I think there are a few questions here? Are you all still in doubt? Let's look at a schematic. Maybe that will help us. Let's say you have a high temperature and a low temperature zone. I'll call this low temperature. I'll call this high temperature zone. Okay, so this is a high temperature reservoir, a low temperature reservoir. And you have an instrument here. Let's say this is the heat engine. So what does the heat engine do? Can you tell me, based on the definition,
So,
what will it do?
and I think the heat engine may absorb the energy from the hot temperature.
Very good.
And they may do some work to the
Excellent,
outside.
excellent. So it will absorb
Yeah.
heat energy from the hot temperature, do some amount of work.
Yeah.
So I'll denote that as W. The magnitude of energy is W. I'll call this Q1. But the system has to give out, can't give out only
also
work.
give some heat, some energy to the low temperature.
Perfect, perfect. It has to give out some amount of energy to the low temperature as well. Let me call that Q2. So this is a heat engine. It will accept heat from a high temperature source, do some amount of work, and give it out to the low temperature source. What about a heat pump now? How will that be different?
It's just an outlet.
Very good. So can I have someone telling me how it will be? Sam? Please shut down.
Sorry, I just sorry.
Okay, we might be running out of time, so for next class, I would like you all to take this as an assignment and come back and tell me how does the heat pump differ. So draw a schematic and get it for the next class, where we will discuss how heat pumps are different from heat engines. Okay? Thank you.